Alright, what's up guys? So, I get a lot of questions about headspin baldness, so I'm going to make a quick video on that and show you guys a little solution that I came up with when I used to practice headspins a lot. And it worked pretty well. It's kind of wacko, but I'll show you that in a sec. So yeah, headspin baldness, can you get it? Like, yeah, of course, because you're going to be putting a lot of pressure on your head. And most of the time, it'll just depend on how much you practice. For me, I was practicing like 2 hours a day with just a beanie with a spin cap, but it was a spin cap within a spin cap, and then I had a piece of cloth in between the two, so it was like triple padded, and I still got started to get bald after like 2 months. So you got to be careful, man. You got to like monitor your head and make sure your hair is not coming off. Now I'm not saying now if you get bald a little bit, your hair can grow back. But if you keep doing it, your head could go calloused, and then your hair could be permanently gone. Now, if you're gonna be bald anyways, then hey, you know, I mean, if it doesn't bother you, but a lot of people it bothers because a lot of people like their hair, you know. I mean, me, I might go bald. Okay, but let's not get into that. All right, let's get into this like little crazy thing I made. Now, you're thinking, oh, let me practice with a helmet because a helmet will prevent headspin baldness. Well, technically it'll slow it down, but you can still go bald while wearing a helmet because you're still putting a lot of pressure on your head, and if you're practicing like 1 to 2 hours like I was, you can still go bald. Alright, so you're thinking, holy crap, there's no way I can do headspins anymore. There's nothing I can do because I'm still gonna go bald when I wear a helmet. Well, I made this thing. Alright, check this out. This is wacko, alright? Don't judge right away. I made this thing. I had 2 helmets, alright? When I was practicing, I had 2 helmets. One was just completely normal. The other one, I found this in the attic, alright? I didn't use this thing for like 3 years, so it's a little moldy. So just check it out, alright? Basically, what I did, alright, look at this. Let me just focus on it. Yeah, basically, it's just a freaking helmet, but I freaking rigged this thing. I cut the center out of the foam. Of the helmet. Dude, this is wacko, I know. You're thinking like, holy crap, this guy's a freaking freak. Check it out. I cut the center out of this other helmet I had, and I freaking rigged some foam on there and some padding. So it would take the pressure off the center of my head, and it would disperse the pressure around the sides of my head. And the funny thing is, and then look, you just take it, you put it back in your solid casing like that. But no rail wool stuff. This is like real. This is like, I'm serious, even though it looks completely like crap. And yeah, that foam fell off. But yeah, so the idea, it took the pressure off the center of my head, and dude, these things, I'd fold them out and I'd rest my head on, you know, these, so it'd be softer because and then just like air in the middle, you know what I mean, like a gap. So the center of my head could, you know, just take a break from all the pressure it was having. And the feel, I remember, it feels a little bit different. But overall, when I just practiced with this and my other helmet, I would like cycle them, like one day on with like a normal helmet, one day with this, like, you know, cycle it. That way, like, my hair wouldn't get too bald in one spot. And overall, then, you know, eventually, like, just going to the beanie was like no problem. I mean, like, a lot of people say like, oh, you can do it with a helmet, but you can't do it with a beanie. In my opinion, it's pretty close. It's just a little different. It might take like a day or 2 to get used to. It's really not that big of a difference. But yeah, that's my crazy ass idea right there. Just take a peek with that. Just takes the pressure off the center of the head, and you know, the foam's for like the pad around the side. And you know what, if you kept doing this for a long time, I guarantee you could probably go bald on the side of your head. But just the idea was cycling it, okay? And I know it's really rigged. It used to have more in there, and that's a little bit of mold. So my helmet's starting to grow. My helmet's growing. And that's probably not good. I'm not going to put that on my head because then my head will start growing. Not in the way I want it. But that's what I was talking about right there. Alright, that's my little solution way back in the day when I practiced like 2 hours, and it did help, it did work. So I hope that helps you guys out. If it doesn't, if you have any more problems or questions, send me a message or just get at me, you know what I mean? Alright, so peace everybody.